Yo, I have no idea why my camera is so foggy right now. Give me 1 second. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? All right, so I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what it is right from the rip. So they gave him 24 months. He's already served 13, so he got 11 more to serve. All right, right from the rip. I'm not gonna hold you. He got 24 months. He already served 13. They're gonna see how much they're gonna give him time served for that. For the 13 that he already served, so that's 11 more months. So he should be out like in November, right? That's one. Two, Tekashi 100% said Sara in court. He said because of text messages, he knows factually that Sara and Tekashi had a sexual relationship. He said that's one of the reasons why he was so quick to turn on Treyway. He said that is one of the reasons why he was so quick to turn on Treyway. That's another one. First of all, I have so many notes that you're gonna have to pull up to morning coffee tomorrow. I'm gonna let everybody talk their shit today. Tonight we going to an event, right? So I'm not gonna be able to do Tekashi tonight. But in the morning, on morning coffee, after I get all of my notes prepared, straightened out, we gonna hit it. So I just want everybody to know. We going to an event. We going live at an event tonight. Shout out to Ra 1911 for the donation. Appreciate you. We going live at an event tonight. So that's why we're not doing Tekashi tonight. Couple of things I want to say. First of all, the judge and the defense, and the government said that Tekashi's help was paramount in getting convictions for a few of the members. That's one. Two, they said Tekashi has helped. In this case, basically like no other witness has ever helped, ever, ever. This is the most, I guess, snitching anyone could have ever done. Is basically what the lawyer was, what the judge has said, and the defense. He could have gotten 427 months. Yep, best snitch ever. The judge also said that he also was laughing at the memes that were online. He followed some of the stuff that was online. Shout out to Judge Engelmeyer, because obviously you probably being here too. Shout out to you. He said that he thinks it's a shame all of the people that were putting it out like Treyway were heroes, like selling drugs in the community is a good thing. A lot of the vloggers were saying selling drugs in the community is a good thing, basically. Saying killing our own in the hood is a good thing, basically. Saying terrorizing our neighbors is a good thing, basically. So Judge Engelmeyer had some shit to say about that. He was basically saying a lot of these vloggers out here is not doing, they're not doing the public any good, basically. I just want to mention that. My notes, I have so many notes. I'm telling you. I had to switch books. Basically his reasoning for giving Tekashi time in the first place, he said he could not give him time served because Tekashi was part of the crimes that they committed. He also said basically Trey already had business that was going on. And so the crimes that they committed in furtherance of Tekashi's career, they wasn't even involved in crimes like that. So he's like, before Tekashi got there, Trey wasn't threatening rappers and all of this other stuff. They had nothing to do. Like they had a whole nother business operation going on that had nothing to do with the stuff that they was doing involving the shenanigans they got involved with concerning Tekashi. So basically every single thing that happened with Tekashi and Trey is totally dependent on them trying to further his career. It wouldn't have happened without Tekashi. Basically said Tekashi was putting out hits basically. Tekashi was sending them to go do stuff to other people. I did not see Jade. The judge did not give Tekashi a pass at all. I just want this to be clear. The judge didn't say Tekashi. He's basically said, look, Tekashi is not a victim. Tekashi was part of the problem. Tekashi was helping. I know they didn't mention nothing about Magoo or North Carolina. I don't know nothing about that. They didn't mention nothing about that in court. Yes, he was definitely reasonable and fair. He didn't give Tekashi no pass. Basically, he was basically saying these crimes that these other people have already got caught guilty for, most of those crimes wouldn't have been committed if it wasn't for Tekashi. Tekashi was the impetus for many of those crimes that was actually committed. He's not giving Tekashi a pass. But he also mentioned if not for that if Tekashi didn't attempt to help, if Tekashi didn't become a government witness, that he believes that there's at least at least two of the other people that was in the case would have pointed the finger at Tekashi. That's what the judge said. I mean, I got the notes in my bag. I'm just giving y'all a real quick update on this stuff. There was a couple of other YouTubers, I guess, in the room also. I guess I'm gonna let them put their videos out first, and then I'm gonna put mine out. You already know. I might put one out today. I might put one out today. One. Also, look for a series to pop up, basically revolving around the court case just in general and all of my notes that I've taken throughout the process of going to this court case. No, not 2 years counting time served, 24 months counting time served. So he should be getting out in about 11 months. I have to what? What are you saying I got to do Revo Wireless? I don't even understand that. Oh, man, the judge went off on his biological father? Okay, so there was a point where the defense team was speaking, and I forgot if it was the defense or the government, to be honest with you. But they was talking, I got it in my notes though. They was talking and they basically said that Tekashi's father hadn't been in his life, his biological father had not been in his life since he was about 4 years old. So now the whole entire time that we're in court, there's this one guy that just keeps raising his hand like he's trying to get the judge's attention. So finally the judge pays attention to him, and the judge calls on him or whatever, allows for him to talk. He says that he's Tekashi's biological father, and the judge just shuts him down right at that moment. Like, yo, look, basically telling him, yo, look, you disappeared all of those years ago. Don't try to come back in his life now. That's basically what the judge said. The judge went in on him. No, his real father didn't die. He didn't lie about the person that passed away. What happened was after his real father had got kicked out of the house because he was a dope fiend. Pardon me. Sorry about that, y'all. His real father was a dope fiend. The moms kicked him out the crib. When the moms kicked him out the crib, by the time Tekashi turned about 9, she met another dude. That dude came into Tekashi's life. He was a good father figure. That's the individual that ended up dying, that Tekashi, when Tekashi was like 14 or something like that. That guy, they said, was a good father figure. Basically what happened was he asked Tekashi to go to the store. Tekashi said no. He ended up going to the store, and then they found out he was missing. While he was at the store, somebody ran up on him and hit him in the back of the head with something, and it ended up killing him. He ended up going into a coma, and he ended up dying shortly after that. I couldn't see 6ix9ine because I was just not close enough to see him. I wasn't close enough to like keep an eye on him to see everything he was like, all of his reactions. Pardon me, I'm sorry about that. It's cold out here, I'm spitting. Yep, the judge also said, J Mill, you was in the courtroom? Look, Tekashi said, okay, first of all, the government said that it happened. The government said basically it happened, but didn't say that it happened. The judge mentioned it. Tekashi's defense attorney mentioned it. Tekashi, when he spoke, mentioned it. I'm pretty sure they all know. I'm pretty sure there's enough proof out there that everybody in that scene to confirm that she slept with this dude. Shout out to her. I don't know what to tell you at this point. She's on Instagram whipping Tekashi a new one every 5 minutes. But every single person that knows the intricacies of this case, for whatever their reason was, mentioned today how she, her and Shadi. That's all I'm going to say on that. Somebody's trying to call me right now. I'm going to have to send you. I'm going to have to decline that. Yo, Jay Mill, how you was in the court and you ain't even say what's up to me? How you, like, you know what I'm saying? How you was in the courtroom and you ain't even say what's up to me? You broke out yet? I'm over here, yo. You can come pull up. I'm right down the block, man. When he started reading his prepared statement, he was crying. The judge was clout chasing. Yeah, I got Twitter. DM me. Yeah, I got Twitter. The Spawn Splitter. At the Spawn Splitter. That's my Twitter. Wait, you Inner City Press on Twitter? I don't know. Oh, that's where you're getting the information. It's open to the public. Yep, Jim Jones got mentioned also. The judge said, listen to what the judge said, and this is why I'm trying to tell y'all. The judge also mentioned about how the case got shut down early, talking to the defense attorney, asked the defense attorney basically about the situation. The defense attorneys basically said what happened was they reached out to Tekashi to get him to turn. Tekashi didn't want to turn or something like that. And then along those lines is when the situation happened at the Breakfast Club. Then after the situation happened at the Breakfast Club, like the next day or something like that, Shadi was on the phone with Mel. And that's when you hear Shadi on the phone with Mel. And Shadi's like, they laughing about it when he's talking about, nah, I'm gonna feed him or whatever. He's laughing. And then the day after that, Jim Jones was on the phone with Mel Murder, and he specifically said Jim Jones's name. I'm telling you right now, this is my belief. I'm telling you right now, I haven't been talking about this because I don't want to talk shit into existence. But I'm telling you right now, I am 100% under the belief that Jim Jones was also being investigated. Period. 100% under the belief of that. His name came up too many times on too many different days. It sounds to me like they're consistently trying to make sure that his name is in paperwork. Jim Jones is currently under investigation. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. All I'm saying is that Jim Jones' name came up on multiple. Jim Jones' name came up in about 4 or 5 different days I went to the courtroom, man. So it's whatever you want to say about whatever you want to say. Can we hit that like button? Well, that wasn't non-trade doing a turkey drive, so I don't know what you're talking about. You should probably try to give credit where credit is due, because when you say shit that don't make sense, you look stupid. Let me say who name that is real quick so everybody can know who's the idiot. Non-bigness. Nah, I'm not going to kick him. Also, it was basically confirmed that they were stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from Tekashi. Hundreds of thousands. It was mentioned more than once in court. Hundreds of thousands of dollars was being stolen from him. His biological father showed up and the judge gave him an earful. Oh, my fault then, non-bigness. My apologies. You're right about that. Doing community service ain't gonna stop the feds from coming for you. Because if you're on the feds radar, they coming to get you. That's a whole fact. So, look, it's too cold for me to have this go on for too much longer, right? It's just too cold. Gotta go. I might drop one video today on this. Morning coffee. If you want the whole entire lowdown, if you want to hear the majority of my notes, y'all want to pull up for morning coffee tomorrow morning. If you want to hear the majority of my notes, you want to pull up for morning coffee tomorrow morning. I'm just letting you know. I gotta go. Everybody hit that like button. We out. There's like something happening in front of the courthouse, but it's too cold out here. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's not what I do for. I don't do that. And yes, just so we can be clear on something, I cover court cases for a living. All right? You want to know what else I do for a living? I debate for a living. You want to know what else I do for a living? I make videos on YouTube for a living. You want to know what else I do for a living? I be fair as a motherfucker for a living. Okay? I do a lot of things on this channel. One of the main things that I do on this channel isn't worry about what other channels are doing. So while you out there giving me a hand, DJ, letting everybody know I exist, I'm not telling nobody about you. So keep it up. Copy? I need more subs. I'm out.